Russia's request or draft resolution requesting for ceasefire of the Israeli-Palestine war fails to pass. Now, this request has got only five yeses out of the 9 yes that it needs to get for a resolution, draft resolution to pass. Hello, I am Mahle Tayele, your host at Connect Africa. So, amongst these countries who have given or who voted in favor of Russia's revolution are these countries: China, Gabon, Mozambique, the United Arab Emirates, and of course, Russia itself. Those who voted against are United States, Japan, UK, and France. And also, we have abstains, which are Ghana, Brazil, Ecuador, Malta, Albania, and Switzerland. So if the United Nations Security Council, it has 5 permanent seats, which consists US, China, Russia, UK, and France. And the other 10 are not permanent. They get a seat, but it's not a permanent one. So every year it rotates. So this is how the vote was failed. So, the resolution failed to pass. The Russian ambassador to the United Nations actually said the fact that it's draft resolution, which is requesting for ceasefire, did not pass, or that it was voted down, is a blow to humanitarian effort. Now, you may ask, why did it failed? Yeah, that's the question. So according to the US, it lacked certain things, but look at this. These are the main things that the draft resolution requests. It requests, firstly, of course, for ceasefire, and then asks for a release of hostages, humanitarian aid access, and then safe evacuation of civilians. It condemns the violence that started this whole war, which is on 7 October, the attack by Hamas. It condemns the violence, but it did not call Hamas by the name, meaning it did not call Hamas to condemn Hamas. So it just condemned the violence as it is, like in general. And this is why, according to the United States ambassador to the UN, it calls this draft resolution, Linda Thomas, the ambassador of US to United Nations, calls it outrageous and hypocritical. I will let you listen later on. And the Russian ambassador on its side, meaning voting down of this resolution, draft resolution, it's a huge blow to humanitarian efforts. That's what he said. Now, you may wonder, so what is the way forward? Are they going to stuck on this? So what happened is actually an alternative, another draft resolution was proposed this time by Brazil, but the vote did not happen yesterday. So they said, in order to have time to negotiate, they passed it, they postponed it for decision for next Tuesday. Now, from the draft of it, according to sources or news reports from there, this draft resolution of the Brazil, it actually it requests, unlike Russia, first of all, it calls Hamas by its name while condemning the terrorist attack on 7 October against Israelis. And then it it doesn't say ceasefire. Look at the game of the words, how they play. It doesn't say ceasefire or request for a ceasefire, but instead it requests for humanitarian pause. So really, practically, how humanitarian path is possible without ceasefire, I don't know, but maybe during once the resolution is passed, we may hear details. But of course, then this also means today is Wednesday, until next Tuesday there's no ceasefire, or I don't know. I mean, then the war continues, you know. So amid this, of course, President Biden arrived today. It's a second, now a second official from the United States going there. First, we have seen Foreign Secretary Antony Blinken. He was there and he toured also. He did his shuttle diplomacy in the region. Now President Biden went there. He arrived today, and U.S. support to Israel also has continued amid all this. Now let's hear really what the ambassador of Russia said regarding when this draft resolution by Russia was voted down. And then we will hear also what Ambassador Linda Thomas of the US said. It's really unfortunate, the situation. Yeah, let's listen to this together. Yeah.
We're talking about the most serious explosion of violence over the past decades. Today, the entire world waited with bated breath for the Security Council to take steps in order to put an end to the bloodletting. But delegations of the Western countries have basically stomped on those expectations.
Those against?
The US, UK, France, and Japan voted against the resolution. The US said Russia
Now let's hear what Ambassador Linda Thomas said.
Russia's resolution, put forward without any consultations, make no mention of Hamas, none. By failing to condemn Hamas, Russia is giving cover to a terrorist group that brutalizes innocent civilians. It is outrageous, it is hypocritical, and it is indefensible.
There is now
Yeah, that's what the US said. Now we will follow the situation and bring you next Tuesday what the resolution, whether the resolution will be passed or not. But until then, I have a question for you. Do you think the resolution, the draft resolution, meaning drafted by Russia, the draft resolution should have called Hamas by its name, or it doesn't make any difference, or meaning like Russia should have made Hamas responsible? The second question is, do you think what is drafted by Brazil, as I said, it's different from Russia? It does call Hamas by its name, and then instead of ceasefire, it asks for humanitarian path. Do you think this is better than from what Russia drafted? Russia actually, in the meantime, said it has reservation about it. But in any case, you let us know in the comment section what do you think about it, whether what is drafted by Russia was better or Brazil, or you have any other comments. So Until then, it's bye bye from me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.